This evening we're back out at Headland High School for our game of the week. Sarah Drake will have more on that coming up in a little bit, but now we're talking about the weather. It's been a mostly dry day across the region, helping temperatures really heat up. Just looking off in the distance, we do have some towering cumulus clouds, so I wouldn't be surprised if we do have one or two small showers develop. Right now the radar scans are looking pretty clear for us right now in our immediate area. Down to the south there has been a little bit more in the way of shower activity. You can see that on the little bit wider view. Also a little bit more to the west near Mobile, southern Mississippi, seeing some of those showers and storms rolling through, but mainly dry for us here. As far as the temperature, starting to cool off a little bit. The sunset will be happening in about 45 minutes or so, a little bit less than that. So we are in the 80s now, lower 90s for a few locations, but the real story has been the heat index temperature, how the heat feels to your body. It has been over 100 degrees for most of the afternoon, still at 104 degrees for Mariana and Bonifay, 98 degrees for us in Dothan as far as that this evening, and as far as the heat index temperature going into the weekend, it is going to be a bit hotter. 80s for us early on tonight with a mostly clear sky. Maybe if you're lucky, you'll get a stray shower to cool things off, but do not count on that tonight and through most of the weekend. It is going to be hot and dry, 105 degree heat index temperature for Saturday. Some spots maybe even a little bit warmer than that, and then as we head into next week with some low-end rain chances returning to the forecast, it will still be feeling like over 100 degrees with high temperatures in the lower to middle 90s. That trend is going to continue for the next 7 days. Tropical Storm Florence, it is a weakening storm. It is on shore now. Lots of heavy rain falling across the Carolinas, 70-mile-per-hour sustained winds, and as we head into the weekend, that is still going to be spinning across the Midlands of South Carolina, dumping all of that rain, likely staying out of Georgia. Now, as far as our weather closer to home, we're looking at the mainly dry conditions. We are going to have a northwesterly flow throughout the weekend. That's going to bring in some drier air. For tonight, the sky will be clearing now, even more so than what it already has. Temperatures will be in the mid-70s to start things off for a lot of locations first thing in the morning, and then by lunchtime and beyond, that's when conditions will really be heating up. Lower 90s expected for high temperatures, to middle 90s for a lot of us. Factoring that moisture, feeling a lot hotter than that as we head into Saturday night. We'll be clearing out gradually, and overall we'll be looking at those conditions staying pretty dry for the next several days. So this pattern is going to be pretty hard to break for us across the region. For tonight, we'll be cooling off into the lower 70s, and then for tomorrow, we will be able to make it into the lower to middle 90s for us across much of the area. Here we go, mix of sun and clouds throughout the day. 94 degrees for that high temperature. Head to the beach if you can, so that's where the cooler weather is going to be. Maybe just the 80s for high temperatures down at Panama City. The water temperatures not too bad, 70s and 80s for that, so looking pretty good if you want to head down there with a mix of sun and clouds. And then as far as going into the next 7 days, we'll be looking at those conditions staying dry through the weekend. A 20% chance of showers and storms enters the forecast on Monday, increasing to about 30% as we head into Thursday and Friday. So overall, a pretty summertime pattern for us, just rather hot for us. Let's look at the weather for now. We'll have more from Headland High School coming up in a little bit.